Hello everyone, this is Alex Andrees, and down here at the Advantage Futures Incorporated head office talking about the WD Gann Excel range squaring calculator that I'm selling. This will give you a little view and a quick, how it works. Again, any further detailed questions you have to email me. Okay, this is the program. When you bring it up, there's all the pages that are linked to. You can read through the help. There's a little intro. But the main thing is the calculator itself. You can expand the view, shrink the view if you're doing long-term studies. First thing you want to do though is begin a new session, which will clear out all the entries. Then you want to put in the topic I'm going to do is beans, spot beans. You can put whatever you want in there. And I did a little checking already, and I know the dates I want to plug in, but here is the bean chart and these swings that we have. The high was 1663, which was made on July 4th of '08. Oops. 4th '08. And the low date that we want to plug in is 419 3/4. And that was put in kind of a secondary main low, October 26th, '01. Okay, so that's the data. If you feel like it's a really important one, you want to save that input. And it puts it somewhere on the back here in the program for you, so that it's a reference. Okay, first thing you always want to do is come down here and make the parameters whatever you want. I mean, if you're doing historical research on squares and not future source, then you'd want to change it. You'd only want to put 3 years in there though, and again, when you click on this, it'll tell you that no more than 3 years. It kind of screws up the search. So let's put 01, 01, 09, gives us about 10 months, 11 from today, I guess. And then you got let's go 12, 31, 11. I believe that's 3 years, approximately. Now you can do less. You just don't want to do any more than that. Okay. Now we go up here, and really this is a pretty important step. I always kind of forget myself, but it's no big deal. You can always redo it. Okay. I always kind of click on everything a couple times. Again, it doesn't hurt anything. This is a 1 by 1, 2 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, and a 2 by 1, 2 by. If you're using the old charts and you draw the trend line in, that's what it would be. Again, basically all we're doing here is changing the speed of the chart. And on a computerized chart, it changes automatically. On a hand chart, it never used to. You had to go and actually change from a 1-cent grid on the beans to a 2-cent grid. But my deal here is I'm trying to find dates. In volatile markets, for instance, like gold moving $6,000 to $7,000, $8,000 in an hour, you want to make sure that the date is accurate, and it's a date that might affect the market. Definitely, now when it's real slow, obviously you want accumulation dates, which this will do. But first, again, we've got the data, first range plugged in. Let's pick 1 to 1. Let's square the daily. Again, it shows everything right here to make sure that what you want is correct. And we want to square from the low because the low is earlier than the high. Then we'll square from the high back down. Okay, the first thing you want to do is click this button, which will save the prices in a folder. All right, you don't have to highlight it, but and then you click this button and it saves all these. Again, you can expand if it's a long one. You don't have to. It automatically will save those. And if you get screwed up, you can always remove the last one. And you can see that there's the prices that we just saved, and there's the dates that we just saved. And it shows you where it's at, and what the 1 to 1 will be, which is September 5th, 2011. Let's go back to the calculator and do some more. Let's do the squaring of the daily. We don't need to click this folder again because the range hasn't changed. Let's click the weekly. Let's increase the speed. And again, I don't have to click the prices, but I do need to save the dates. Let's click the monthly and go to the fastest one they got, and you can save the dates. Okay, now all those are saved on there. Now let's switch the parameters up. Let's square from the high back to the daily, 1 to 1. And again, this is going back down. You can see there's not as many dates. So let's speed that up a little bit. I'd go to a 1 by 2, and then there, click that. Let's click the daily. Keep the speed the same. I'm going through this quite quickly because I don't want to waste your time. I'm just going to show you how it works and what the end result is and the time limit that I have here. Okay. Now you can also do it to 0, squaring high to 0. Okay, that just basically, when you click that, puts a 0 in there. And let's go 1 to 1. Let's go daily. And again, you can see that the price will square itself out. Basically, 1 cent per market day, 1,663 over on your chart would put it in at February 6th, 2015, which is a pretty seasonal area. That's a calendar day, approximately. Okay, so again, we need to save the range this time because the range has changed, and we'll also save that data. Now we're going to also save this one. We'll speed up the range a bit, and then the weekly, speed it up, and then the monthly, speed it up even more. Okay, now you can also square from the low to 0 and so on and so forth. I mean, you can keep doing this, and I'm doing it again quite quickly here without much thought. Squaring weekly, but I know it's mathematical. I know it's correct, so I don't have to waste time. And then you can also do like a 144. We know that the high was 1663. Whoops. 1663 minus 144. If you're a Fibonacci or a Gann student, you know 144 is pretty important. That's 1519. So you can put 1519 in there, and then square from the high. And you can see that the dates increase. I'll make sure we got a 1 to 1 daily. There's a calendar day. So again, you can see that each date increases. Now that's awfully fast because again, it's only 144 market days divided by 8ths. So let's speed that up actually. Let's go to a 2 by 1 and then save that surge. Now you can do all kinds of things. I'm going to keep this brief, but you can put anything in there. If you're a 360-day cycle person, or you can do any cycle. You can do the moons and the Jupiter, Saturn, and so on and so forth. But you can see these are the two price ranges that we've saved in our short, quick study here. And these are the dates that you can save. Again, you can print these, view them later, sort them. There's places in here you can save stuff. But that's kind of the quick synopsis of how to run this program. And again, it keeps everything here easy to print. And you can refer it back to the chart to check out, see how each one of those swings have done. Well, this is Alex Andreessen. I'm going to sign off. Please visit the site, the WD Gann site here on the cotlive.com site to purchase it. I do believe you'll be most ecstatic with it. I've used it at least a couple times a day. If you have any other questions, email me at alex@cotlive.com. Thanks again. Happy trading.